but it all meant peace. The Quran of Muhammad was established in 30 AH, or after the Hijrah, when Muhammad made his flight from Mecca to Medina. They were trying to assassinate him in Mecca, so things got a little hot there and he had to get out of Mecca. So he made a flight, which Arab Muslims call the Hijrah, and they took him and he went into Medina to hide out because it was after his head. There are chapters in the Holy Quran which are called variant texts, which were destroyed by the Caliph Uthman in 30 AH or 6151 AD. A lot of those chapters of the Holy Quran that were, if you study history a little bit, that were destroyed by the Caliph Uthman were chapters that deal a lot with Africans. And the Caliph Uthman destroyed a lot of these chapters. And if you know, in the Quran now, they still have a chapter in there called Luqman. And everyone knows Luqman was a black man. But Muhammad dedicated a whole chapter to him in the Holy Quran. He thought a lot of him. You must understand, all religions are but the history of the people that it was carried to.
I do.
The Holy Quran cannot be the African American's found and spiritual guide any more than the Holy Bible can be the African American's found spiritual guide. That's two books in the United States of America that our people are believing in and swearing by, that they don't need to be believing in and swearing by. But in the United States of America, the Bible and the Quran are the two books that have most of our people's attention. And they are books, or the holy books of other nations. Hear and know this, O my beloved sons and daughters of Ethiopia. The mind is ruled by the angels of the air, as determined by the motion of the heavenly bodies. As above, so below. Whatever happens up there, rest assured is happening down here. Rest assured that we are ruled by the sun and the planets that orbit around the sun. They have influence on us on this earthly plane and this whole solar system. And the mind is ruled by the angels of the air, as determined by how those planets are rotating or their fixed place as they move on their fixed orbits around the sun. Islam, or Salem, is the doctrines of Isis, El, and Omnipotent High God. Isis, El, Amun spells educations, ethics, and civilization. Our people, black people, gave to mankind everything that they built their life on, that they built their culture on. We gave it to them. We gave them the knowledge and what know-how they know. We gave it to them. Hear and understand that. Our people still haven't picked up on that. That's why they're still in such bad shape. They haven't picked up on these basic tenets. Black people started all of this. For the sons of God came out of Egypt in the holy land of Ham, which is Africa. The Bible tells you that. Tells you that the sons of God came out of Egypt, which is in Africa, and gave the world all of its religions, cultures, societies, civilizations. It's that simple, but our people still refuse. Ra was called the Enlightened One. He was a great Ethiopian educator. He personified two of the attributes of Allah. He personified the attributes of benefits and mercy. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, or God, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
I'm good.
And Allah manifests His attributes through nature and the elect of His people. Said Allah manifests His attributes, meaning He manifests benefit, beneficence, and mercy through nature and the elect of His people. His people. You must first know thyself. You must first know yourself. When a man knows himself, he knows how to build his soul. Learn your strengths and know your weaknesses through a personal self-evaluation or examination. All of the gods of Kim or Ham are combined under the one name Fahami, because they saw and knew everything with an understanding of all things spiritual and mental. They were the Fahamis of old. It is true that blacks, the African Americans, are further advanced in certain ways than the blacks in Africa. We hear certain members of our race talking about this quite often. And we are, in certain aspects, better off or further advanced than our brothers and sisters in Africa. But the reason of it is that the white folks in this country try to keep up and live their lives based on the traditions of the ancient Egyptians and Ethiopians, while the blacks inside Africa and outside have forgotten their own traditions. And here's white folks trying to show us our own traditions. Therefore, the Western blacks in trying to keep up with the people who keeps up with the ancients, gets a small measure of advancement, which is his own already. And he doesn't even know it. Matter of fact, he fights it tooth and nail every day. We know. We try to talk to them, and they fight us. They fight us hard. Get back, you dirty black. Y'all still talking that black stuff? I mean, wow. Our people, they need our help. African civilization reached its zenith in Egypt and Ethiopia, called Ham or Cush. Since that time, we have strayed away from the true religion of our forefathers. Since we reached our zenith in the world many moons ago, we have strayed away from the true religion of our forefathers, the religion of Isis, Baal, and Amun, our noble ancestors. We have strayed away from it. We have strayed away from our religion. The gods we now serve have failed to unite or cultivate us. Our prophet says the gods we now serve have failed to unite or cultivate us. These illiterate masses in all races are the cause of riots, strikes, and all forms of outlawry. Just look at the gods that our people are serving. Look at what Jehovah is doing for our people. Look at what Jesus is doing for our people. And look at the turmoil that's going on in the world. The gods we now serve got this world jacked up. Just look at it. You got two eyes. The world is not a fun place today. And we know what religions are out front. The religions of other nations are out front. The Negro's salvation, the Negro's culture, the Negro's history did not begin with his slavery in America, nor the coming of the blessed Jesus, as most of our leaders and historians believe or pretend to believe. You know, I'm of a man now that most of them know they pretending. It's our people, it's a lot of our people who are too intelligent today not to know what's really going on. But they just don't have the backbone, don't have the nerve to acknowledge it. To acknowledge it. Now the prophet says a lot of our people are ignorant to the fact they're illiterate, meaning they can't read. And a lot of them, you know, that some of them can't read, they just don't study, they don't get into nothing, so they just ignorant to the fact. And what they don't know about, you know, it scares them and they're concerned, so they